sorry. The last
We'll keep working on it.
All right, guys, and welcome. You are now tuned in to Way Different. I am Njie Sabik.
It's your boy Luke, No Skywalker.
Yes.
And we have the lovely, beautiful Tracy with us here to my right. How you doing, girl?
I'm good.
And we got LunchMoney in the building.
Yes, sir. What's up, brother?
Welcome, brother. I'm feeling
LunchMoney
good.
Lewis.
LunchMoney
Yeah, you
Lewis.
better say the full
yeah.
Whole
hello.
thing.
He's like,
Whole
he
thing.
earned
That's
it.
all,
He
that's
earned
all
that.
good.
He earned that.
Yeah, I had to, my last name's important.
Yeah, he earned
Let
that.
him know. Let him know.
Wait, your
Yeah.
last name is important. Your mama named you Lunch Money?
Nah, my last name's Lewis.
I know.
LunchMoney is,
Tell me about
The
Lunch Money,
moniker.
though. I'm really curious.
LunchMoney I got from a friend of mine, a producer, Salam Remy. He called me LunchMoney one day when I was like 15.
Oh, wow.
He's like, man, you big and you chubby, you funny. He just called me LunchMoney. And then when I just stuck with it, just stuck. It's like forever
It's
now.
catchy, though. I like it.
Yeah, it suits me, right?
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
so
Look
it's
at him.
like,
He's
yeah,
like,
I've been Lunch for a long time. Yeah, but Lewis is like my last name. I just wanted, that's it's kind of like me.
nah,
fully,
I
you
get
know?
you. Yeah. Don't take away your identity. I get it.
Not at all.
Yep.
I get it.
Now,
All right.
now, I've heard you do a little bit of it all. Produce, sing, rap.
Yeah, I'm lucky. Yeah.
All right, Renaissance man.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, I like all aspects of music. I kind of grew up in it, so I just do everything. Write, come up with stuff, and
How did
do
you grow
my own
up in it
stuff.
with your family?
Yeah, my father's a bass player. My uncle's a guitar player. They're in a reggae band, Inner Circle.
okay.
So it's like I've been around like music and bands and my whole life. So it's like just second nature to be like involved in everything
Oh,
that
that's
goes
what's
on.
up.
Yeah.
How did you hone your singing?
I'm in a traditional fashion. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say. I'm not. I'm not
Not
Gerald
as-
Levert or nothing
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying?
right now.
But I have confidence in my voice. But just singing, rapping, using melody. Anything writing, producing, artists. Just working with different artists on getting them to get their emotions out too. Just like all
So like a
aspects.
coach, that's what's up.
Yeah, just all anything creative.
How did you know that's
Yeah.
what you wanted to do?
I think just being around it young, like seeing my dad. I was lucky. I was one of the lucky ones that was around me. So I
Yeah.
think it just called me, and I really, from I first heard it and loved it, it's like
That's pretty dope.
it's natural.
Like a matter of
Again.
time
Yeah,
before you got
before I
into it.
grew into my own, and I just started to kind of love it, myself. Then get curious about it and find everything about, when you love something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Do
you
they-
start the rapping or the producing? Or singing or producing?
I think first, like, reggae was the first music I heard, so I think I was kind of into. I was in a hip hop got me young though. It's just my generation. I kind of got into hip hop early and words and writing
Yeah.
and rapping and kind of using melody, and then just naturally you start making beats, playing around, and you start writing songs. So I think more of the song side of it got me first, like rapping, singing,
Yes.
making melody and stuff, and then
Yeah.
after a while you like, man, we try to make some beats too, or like some chords, So, but I have a lot of great people around me too that work with me, so I'm like team oriented.
That helps train you or
Yeah.
helps.
Just help with everything,
creative.
Nobody wants to do anything alone,
Okay.
so it ain't fun. You need a good team of
Bounce off
people.
people,
Say that. You can say that
build
again.
those
Yeah,
skills.
you want people better than you, so
You
I
know.
always learn young. It's just, and I think growing up around a band, a bass player, guitar
Yeah.
player, everybody makes up that one song,
Yeah.
So it's like I always kind of been like that. Yeah.
Of all the aspects of music that you're into,
Mm-hmm.
which do you feel is the most difficult?
Difficult. I love all music. I listen to everything. So I think just making a good song is difficult.
Okay.
A song that everybody,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what you're making. I feel like it's just making something that people feel is maybe more. So I wouldn't say difficult. It's more so the tricky
Challenging,
part,
yeah.
conveying how you really feel and then getting everyone to feel the same way.
Yeah.
But making different music is, it's fun. Just, I think coming from reggae, I was always influenced by, my first music was music from another place.
Yes.
So Jamaica, so I was always, like growing up in Miami, you hear Latin music, you hear
Yeah.
hip hop, you hear all types of vibes. If I love it, I want to be able to do it. And I usually get with people who love it, and I just try to learn it, I'm probably not as good as everything, but I'm willing to try anything, though. I'll try whatever.
That willingness will take you a
Yeah.
long way.
Yeah, I like
That's
to try
what's up.
stuff. Yeah. It's
Let
fun.
me ask you, your father, you said your father made music as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is he supportive? He been supportive the whole road through? Was he like,
Yeah,
you're taking up after me? That's good.
Yeah, he was supportive. He definitely left room for me to learn on my own. Like he was like, you want it, you gotta it's in you. You gotta work for it. You got everything that you need in front of you to learn now. Initiative, you know. So like I thank him for that also. You know, I thank him for like just the influence and then me getting curious and going out and figuring it out. But he's been as supportive as a Jamaican father could be.
I cannot with you.
My mom's super supportive though. My mom always been like, super supportive.
Yeah.
You know, just up, down, right, left. But yeah, I got good parents. Yeah.
I think that's important. Yeah, that's important to have that support system. You know, from your friends. How is it? You know, doing what you love. Do you find like there's like competition with them and maybe some of the things that they do versus what you're doing?
Yeah. I feel like I've got to the point now where I kind of have like-minded people. But I think when you're coming up, you're gonna always have like people who some type of maybe jealousy or things like that, and it's usually people just trying to find themselves too.
Absolutely.
So it's like, when you're a little more confident in where you're going and someone isn't, you're gonna have like a little this and that. But those people usually weave themselves out, and then you find people that like agree with you or you agree with them, and then I don't mind arguing people over a good idea, but I'm not gonna argue for no reason. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
right.
So,
Yeah.
You start
Agree to disagree.
Those people end up, just follow your path.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, on that note, we gotta take a break. Is that all right?
No problem.
All right.
Totally
I'm on
fine.
y'all show.
You on my show? You on our show? All right then. So we're going out to a break then.
Let's do it.
Pay some bills.
You're watching the WadeDifferent Show. Like and subscribe, and we'll be right back.
Hey, and we are back. You see
Yeah.
that? I don't know. I just love that little beat.
It's
right?
Good
It's
start.
like
It's
a
a
Well, it
good
was
start
like
to get you.
I was about to like start dancing, and then you.
I know.
started
Cut it.
talking.
Sorry.
Low
Next
key,
time.
me too. though.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right,
Thank
all right.
you.
Sometimes
Next
you
time.
I'm
gotta
glad I
cut it
wasn't
short.
alone.
Were you gonna dance too?
Yeah, I was vibing.
Ah,
and then it
I was
went on.
ready. Yeah.
Now, LunchMoney Lewis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's dig into the family tree a little bit. You said you come from music pretty much. Now I understand your father, he either made or has part in the Bad Boys song.
Yeah, my dad, my pops and my uncle are in the reggae band Inner Circle, who did like Bad Boys, What You Gonna Do, and Sweat. So like, I come from like songwriters, musicians, so that's why I was saying it was around me. I'm one of the lucky ones that was around me really young. So like I caught the music bug really early, and them being successful too, just let me know that I could too. So I'm blessed.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. And siblings you have?
Yeah,
BB Lewis is your brother?
I got BB, my big brother. I got a little sister, big sister. I'm the middle. I'm in the middle. I'm the middle baby.
How do they feel about what you do?
Middle child.
My family,
Like your sisters and
they're
brothers?
supportive. My little sister's like, that's my dog.
Yeah.
That's my and my family. Yeah, we all are pretty artistic family. So my sister's in the like TV and film, and my brother, he's in the marketing and running the studio, and I kind of got my thing. And so we all kind of, we have our, we all kind of in our own lanes, but we're supportive, of each other. Yeah.
What is it that you're currently working on now?
Right now I'm putting out new music on myself. I did like make that cake with Doja a couple like 2 months ago. I did a record out with the City Girls Pony. So I'm just finishing a new project. I got a label I started, Lunchbox Records. So I have Tampa.
Look at you.
Yeah, I have Lane with me to Tampa Bays out of Tampa. I got Lavish, rapper from Pokey, Florida, Lavish MDK. I got a production company. I got a lot of stuff going on. So I got like I got like it's gonna be exciting this year. I'm like
You ready for 2020?
Yeah, I'm
that's
excited.
amazing.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I got some of the guys here. Some of the
Hi
some
guys.
of the,
Hey, guys.
some of the guys working on music. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's amazing.
I'm excited.
Now,
I kind of
yeah,
sorry,
go ahead.
can
No,
I
go
jump
ahead.
in?
Yeah, of course.
Because you guys already know. Now that you just mentioned you have your company, Lunchbox. Lunch makes me think of what? Food.
Ooh.
I love food.
And it's my favorite topic of all time.
Me too. Let's go.
Okay, we're in.
Let's go.
I don't want to hit you with, okay, this is one of my favorite questions to ask. If you were a fruit, what would you be and why?
Wow.
If I was a fruit,
I've
which
never
is
heard that
funny
question
because I got a project called Fruit that we're all doing.
Look at this.
this.
Look
it's
at
like,
this.
I don't
It's
know
all
if this is
coming together.
Come on,
It's all coming
universe.
together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look
if
at
I
this
was a
divine
fruit, I would
timing.
probably be a.
I'm really.
That's a rough
know.
one.
You're not going to grade it on
maybe
this
I would
answer.
be. I would be, this is weird, but most people would say a mango because it's popular.
Ooh.
But I think I'll be an avocado. Is that a fruit?
Yes,
it is a fruit.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. And
because
it's my
I feel
second
like you
favorite
can eat
fruit.
it with everything.
Yes.
Like I feel like Latin people eat it with rice, Jamaicans, Caribbean people.
Yeah, we do
and
everything.
then,
I
I feel
love
like
avocado.
everyone,
Yeah.
especially it's a Miami fruit too.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
if you're Caribbean or not, you can enjoy avocado on many different
So,
dishes.
Yes.
So I think that's kind of like my palate. I'm on everything.
that.
So yeah, I'm an avocado.
That's what's up.
And my side fruit, I'll be a mango.
Oh my God,
that's
'cause
cheating.
my favorite.
That's
That's
my
cheating.
favorite.
That's cheating.
Like,
To
as
say
soon
you're
as
a
you
mango,
said
that's
it.
cheating. It's like cheating.
But you know why I would be a mango? Because people get so excited
To see
when
you,
they
right?
hear mango.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
Or-
do. Ooh,
and I
it's just-
feel
Oh, yeah.
like I
Especially when you
relate.
see that mango tree, you
Yeah.
gotta
I think
sneak
I'm-
into somebody's
Exactly.
backyard and
Oh,
you
I'm
might
ready to
take a
steal
couple.
when you
Yeah,
see that
see?
mango. You
I
know
think
that
I'm
shit.
changing my profile to mango.
Okay,
Yes.
I
I
like
can't
that.
wait for this.
Yeah, that's
Get
why.
excited.
Yeah, people or it's like exotic but not. It's
Yeah.
familiar, but you just don't see it all the time. You
It's
don't get it
homey.
everywhere. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I mean?
very
Like,
home. Yeah.
and you just get like this little,
Yeah,
like one
it's-
of these little shimmies,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
True,
mango.
Yeah,
All right, so you
mango.
see how excited we're getting about mango?
Yeah,
just
no,
a mango, right?
That's why
I think food just gets people excited.
I'm telling you.
What helps you to stay excited about what you do, and or it keeps you inspired to keep going?
Yeah.
I think you just gotta love it.
Even when you don't?
even when you don't feel, I feel like you gotta love it, and you always have to try to. I always say, like, as long as I do something I do this year that I didn't do last year, that'll keep me excited. Like if I
Okay.
start repetition, if I do something in 2020 whether anything it is that I didn't do last year, I won. So that's kind of
like
my
that,
that's
though,
kind of
right?
my.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Whether even if it's in your career or in your life, like
Yeah.
just something fresh that keeps you excited,
Okay.
Like I always tell a lot of the writers I work with when they're like, oh, I get writers, but I'm like, then just live for a little bit.
Okay.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's what
what's
I do.
That's
like,
true,
and it
that's
Change
keeps
your
me-
scenery, change your
Just
environment.
listen to music. Don't even make it.
Yeah.
Like enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to it, turn it on, and just dance to it like and then it'll keep you inspired. And then if you love something, you're always gonna find inspiration because it's your calling.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I just gotta do something new every year.
That's what.
Sometimes even taking a stroll outside would inspire you with
inspire
some
you.
idea or
Meeting
something.
talking to somebody you don't know, or just
Mm-hmm.
living your life, and then it'll keep you fresh. You'll never
Yeah.
get tired of something.
No, yeah, I like that. That's very
Stay
true.
open
Yeah.
to
What-
new experiences.
What did you take from your dad, or you said your uncle, right?
Yeah.
That you are using today.
Give us a gem.
That's a good patience. I think.
Mm.
Yeah, they're very. I've watched them always be patient and always knowing what they wanted to do and never what other people wanted them to do. So it's like I kind of like stay that way, and I like to practice being patient, even though it's hard.
But you look pretty patient. You look pretty chill.
Yeah, depends. Yeah, I'm
Look at
patient.
you, look,
We
look,
all could practice
look.
more patience, but for the most part, I try to stay patient and not, let things come to me and, not try to like do anything out of the order, just being desperate. I always try to like steady in what I believe in and let it work, even if it takes me a long time. So,
What's up?
I,
Slow and steady
I
wins
can-
the race.
hello.
I have a tortoise
Very true.
too. So
Look at
Do
this.
you?
yeah, I own a tortoise.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
no, I do. I own a tortoise because that's what I am. Like,
Look at you.
you don't see it move fast, but it eats.
He's
it.
moving.
Yeah, he's moving, but
Yeah,
he's
he
not the
is.
fastest,
It
but
don't
he lives the
matter.
longest and he got the most wisdom. So, I don't have to move quick. I stay around. So
I
I do.
love
That's
that.
my pet tortoise.
That's
Shout out
I
to
love,
Ralph.
I love
What's the name?
Hey,
What's the name?
Ralph.
Ralphie T. Ralph the tortoise.
Shout
Shout
out to
Ralphie
Ralph.
T.
Shout out to
That's
Ralph.
what's
That's my
up.
guy.
I can see him.
One of my
Yeah,
cousins
if you go on my
has a
Instagram, he's
tortoise,
all
too.
over my Instagram. So
That's what's up.
yeah, that's
Isn't
my
it?
guy.
I know this entire interview has been something inspirational. Everything that you've been saying. Just knowing that your dad and your uncle have done something so awesome. Being a part of the Bad Boys, that it's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
knowing all these things. It's just like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we want to ask more questions. We got to wrap up. Is that all right?
Yeah, no problem.
But before we go, I know you've given us a lot of gems. But there are people watching you that aspire to do exactly what you do.
Yeah.
What would you say to them not to give up?
Man, those questions always.
I
I would
know.
say nerd out about what you love.
Yeah.
Like, get the information. Like, just dive into it. Like, don't want it quick because I know we live in the social media age.
Yeah.
And
Ooh,
I know
instant.
I'm 32
Gotta
years
happen
old.
now,
I've been in the
yeah.
music industry and had success and up and downs. And I know it's like instant gratification. But, like, just nerd out about what you love and try to get all the information you can about it. If you want to play an instrument, try to be the best at it. Study the people who did it. if you want to make videos, whatever you want to do, just like actually try to learn it and get to the people with the information who could teach you. You know, don't be afraid to sit under somebody for 5 years, 2 years, however long it takes you to get the information. And then, I think that is what get you. You'll never lose the information if you know it. So like, get with the people who know it.
I heard a saying today. I said, it's easy to kill the messenger, but it's hard to erase the message.
Okay.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Once you know
it's there,
it's here,
there.
it's there.
Yeah.
You can't. No one can take this from you.
Right.
So if you know everything about music and you studying it and you learning it and you're intaking it, nobody can't.
Wow.
They can't take that.
That's what's up.
very good.
I love
Very
that you said nerd out.
Yeah,
That
nerd out.
actually
Yeah,
really
that's
yeah,
what
just
made
be
it
a nerd
more.
about
Yeah.
it.
That brought me back to school.
I'm here for it though. Yeah. Nerd out.
Yep.
Oh my God! Thank you again
Thank you
so
guys.
much for
Of course.
being a
It's
part
a
of the
pleasure having you,
show.
bro.
This
Thank
is
you guys for having me.
fantastic.
Yes. On that note, guys, you already know you were tuned into the WadeDifferent, and I am Njie Sabik.
And it's Luke, No Skywalker.
And Tracy's here.
Hey, Tracy, and we have.
LunchMoney Lewis. Thank you.
Oh, there it is.
Lewis.
LunchMoney
There it is.
Lewis. There it is, guys. We'll be back.